me feeling like I'm Akademiks.
This topic done quickly. If you don't know, so his Daily Double has announced that Chris Brown's new album is on pace to sell 70K first week. He dropped an album called Brown. It's supposed to sell 70,000 first week. And what happened recently is Pitchfork. They gave a scathing review about Chris Brown's album. I'm going to try to read it here, but this seems more like a hit piece than an actual review. Check this out. It says, if you've paid attention to the last 15 years of Chris Brown, then it comes as no surprise. Wait, is it this one? Then it comes as no surprise that Brown, his 12th solo album, kicks off with a redemption saga in full swing. They keep trying to rewrite what I survived, judging chapters they never read inside. He sings over the beat the odds motivation pop of Leave Me Alone. A long time ago, Brown realized, possibly inspired by the efforts of the estate of Michael Jackson, who he worshipped, that he needed to shape his own narrative. He was a victim of the media conspiring against him, and that if he continued to remind their fans of the nostalgia of his youthful innocence and how cool his backflips are, eventually enough people would take his version of history as gospel or stop caring about whatever mistakes he made altogether. That's not to say he hasn't been an incredible popular hitmaker all along, but for a while there, people kept their loyalties to Team Breezy on the low. Those days are long gone. The other week we were talking Chris Brown in the barbershop, and one of the barbers was ready to throw down in defense of his honor. In 2025, Brown won his first Grammy Award in over a decade, Best R&B Album for the deluxe of 1111. Then he celebrated 2 decades in the game with Breezy Bowl, one of the highest grossing stadium tours in the last several years, where celebrities fanned out over him every night. After Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance he posted on his Instagram, I think it's safe to say they needed me. I wish that seemed possible if Brown is a smash. The Chris Brown taboo has been lifted. If the musician biopic industry doesn't collapse, I could already see how forever Chris Brown's story will go down. He was a chubby cheek choir boy from the trailer park from small town Virginia, with a God gift for loose-limbed footwork and flips that sung about teen love with a Tevin Campbell-like gooiness. From his 2005 debut album, Run It, a crunk R&B jam that hit #1, he was the most beloved R&B prodigy since Usher, until 2009, when at 19 years old, pictures leaked online of a bloody beating he had given to the face of his then-girlfriend, the pop supernova Rihanna. From there, the story will recount how the media rejected his strides towards growth, skipping over the additional allegations of abuse. Jesus Christ. How they started like this? By the way, chat, they gave his album a 1.3. Just to let you know. They gave his album a 1.3. They're not rocking with C Breezy. And they haven't even talked about the album yet. They only talk about him beating Rihanna up. His first 2 albums have joints that were classic in my iPod, but back then, okay, so he's just kind of, they're just ripping him the entire time. Wow. Now, Chris Brown actually popped out, and he kind of responded to the bad review, and he said this.
Team Breezy, I know people want me to get on here and, say some sad shit, but fuck that. We kicking their ass, goddammit. We ain't letting up. I'm gonna keep my foot on their neck, and we ain't stopping. You hear me? We doing this motherfucker tour. More shit to come. I'm not gonna tell you what's more to come, but it's coming at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck what these niggas is talking about. I know exactly who my fans is, and I know exactly who hearing this album. If you not my fan, I don't want you to listen to my shit. Go listen to motherfucking Zara Larson or somebody. Fuck me. Team Breezy.
All right. Yeah. Unfortunately, I kind of hate that Chris Brown's still going through it. It's always made it kind of impossible for him to be the best version of himself. And I could say that and have a critique as well. I don't think Chris Brown has made the best albums in the last couple of years. I do acknowledge that he did get nominated for a Grammy. He has a huge fan base. He's an amazing performer. But a lot of his albums are bloated. They're a test of attrition in terms of listening to it rather than a test of quality and patience and curation with a lot of like not just love but just talent. And I think ever since Chris Brown's been used to like putting out these 35 song album and or bloated albums, I think it's been a while since we've had one of those like really special ones. And his albums now, you know, they're hit or miss, but his legacy of being just this prodigy is always going to live on. So, you know, he's going to be fine. But it is unfortunate that if when he's trying to get some type of acknowledgement to get to another level, this stuff always rears his ugly head. And I kind of feel bad for him. Definitely feel bad for him. I'm excited for his tour with Usher, but I'm going to be honest with you. He's in a situation where I think almost, well, clearly he's better than Kanye, but I don't think Kanye will ever be forgiven. And just like Chris Brown, I don't think he's ever forgiven, except I think it's to a lower level at this point. It's been, remember that thing happened in 2009. It's literally been 17 years. And 17 years when they're reviewing his album, Pitchfork, they did a whole article on how he's still a piece of shit before they even got to the music, which is bananas if you ask me. Okay. By the way, I didn't see this in a trial, but they're claiming that one of Julio Fulio's murderer, the retarded guy, he couldn't stop laughing in court while his co-defendants were asking the jury to spare them. Let me hear this. Yeah, that looks like at the beginning of the case, not like while someone's on the stand. Would have had some audio. Oh yeah, this looks like it's in between. Okay.